FADA, the South Florida Automobile Dealers. Traditionally, before the auto show, we called the Miami International Auto Show.
There you go.
43rd edition.
42nd.
42nd edition. I'm always 1 year ahead. The 42nd edition of the South Florida, the Miami International Auto Show. We're very happy to be here once again, and we're very happy to accept our invitation and their sponsorship for this. We have several matters related to SAMA to take care of. Let's start with the good news. We're going to have Rides and Smiles again, which is the 6th edition. Fifth. I'm always a year ahead. Yes.
It's good.
So good news about that?
I hope so. Somewhat disappointing this morning, to be totally honest, that I told most of you, almost all of you, that we were going to have a special treat this year with the Southern Command parachute team making a jump into the paddock. And as recently as yesterday at 1:30, I was in the Atlanta airport and I got a call back from one of the people in command asking what we would like the jumpers to do, to carry flags, to do this, and he was making suggestions on wearing appropriate smoke for the jumpers and such. And suddenly this morning at 10:30, I got this email saying, can't do it. No idea what happened, but I wrote back to everybody that I know in the military, including Brigadier General, who made the commitment to say, yes, we would have our jumpers. And I got a letter back, an email back right away from the Brigadier General's assistant saying, don't panic, let me find out what's going on here. I don't really know myself, but I'm going to try and make something happen. At this point, I don't know. We may or may not have the jumpers. I wrote another email off to the 482nd Fighter Wing at the Homestead Base, who had not actually promised. They thought they could get it done because they had sent in a request to the Pentagon, which is a fairly involved procedure to get a flag over. And the colonel wrote me back, and his email just said, Bill, the 482nd Fighter Wing will support your day. So we will have F-16s, at the very least for a day. Over and above that, we have phenomenal selection of cars coming, particularly for the afternoon rides for the Wounded Warriors. Manny, dear friend, a member of SAMA, he's got this fantastic collection of race cars coming down with 2 seats in it. So we're going to get a whole bunch of these soldiers out for rides, and it's going to be pretty special. I can't encourage you enough to please come down and make a day out of this to see these heroes. We are going to get a lot of them down there in wheelchairs. They were worried about holding up the day. How do they get from a wheelchair into a race car? Don't worry. We'll make it happen. We've got lots of help. 20-odd Army Rangers are coming down to assist with lifting these people in and out of the race cars. And all in all, things have gone together extremely well. Baptist Hospital say they're going to have in excess of 100 kids there. Miami Children's Hospital will have kids down there also, even though there won't be a presence of MCH there themselves, but we will have some of their patients. So this is going to be far and away the biggest, the best we have ever had. And one of the really nice things is, since it follows the day after our adventure at the auto show, is a lot of the people who are coming down to the auto show, Lisa Barrow with Chrysler, General Motors, Nissan, Ree Hartwell with Jaguar Land Rover, they are all coming down to Rides and Smiles. So there's a lot of really good people who we deal with on a regular basis that are going to be at the auto show on the Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They're coming down to enjoy the day with us. I mean, for example, Steve Parrott, not only with Nissan, is not only coming down himself, he's bringing his daughter down and has volunteered her help in any way. Bill, what do you need my daughter for? And just put her to work doing whatever. So we have just phenomenal participation by our manufacturer friends. And please, 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 the more we can do for the auto show, particularly to get them all fired up about that, then they're going to make an appearance at Rides and Smiles. This all comes back to help us. This is a win-win situation. The more we can all work together, give publicity to the auto show, make our manufacturer friends see how good we can be, to do a payback to them for what they give to us. It's an endless situation. So gonna be exciting.
It will.
You think I'm pumped?
Ron Beasley. Be going over several things that we have in our pockets this couple of weeks. Ron Beasley has been working with the auto show and with our sponsor for the luncheon, Hyundai, with Ariel Garcia Linares from SAP. How are things going, Ron? Everything's going well?
Yes, everything is going really well. Hyundai is the sponsor for our auto show luncheon this year. I'm not good with names, but their top vice president is coming down to be our guest speaker at the luncheon. Unfortunately, Ariel's not here, so I can't call on him to stand up and give us the names and details. But do you recall, John?
What's that?
The name of the vice president of Hyundai who's coming?
Derek Joyce. It's Derek Joyce.
Derek Joyce?
Derek Joyce will be there. Chris Hosford. And we're trying to, right now that's it.
Okay, wonderful. So it's shaping up as an excellent luncheon. Also, we have decided to, at least for the moment, to discontinue the concept vehicle awards because we've had so few concept vehicles entered in the show of late. If we start getting more, of course, we could probably reinstate it, but we've replaced it. My initial replacement was the best SUV category, but Jaime says we should make that broader and call it the best utility vehicle. That way we can incorporate crossover vehicles and pickup trucks into the category as we look at various vehicles to make our choice. So the three categories are the star of the show, vehicle we deem to be the top vehicle of the show, the best green technology vehicle in the show, and this year the best utility vehicle in the show. And we'll make all those awards at the end of the luncheon. The Hyundai presentation will come towards the middle as we're finishing lunch. We'll make our presentation at the end. And of course, we'll also give our annual Terry Jackson Award to the Samo Miller, who we feel is the most important. And all of the judges here, you know who you are. I've got a press release which is posted on the Samo website. We have a 9-member panel. We'll also be at the press room at the auto show at 1 o'clock on Thursday, November the 8th. I think that covers everything.
Oh my.
Okay, thank you, Ron. We have plenty of things to take care of, including nominations for the executive board. We're close to the election. Tell me about it. And we're going to do that after lunch. So we're ready to place our orders. And after that, we're going to have Mr. John presenting yes, Mr. Baker is going to tell us about the auto show.
One thing real quick though, the press room has been moved to D34, which is on the 3rd floor this year. John has moved it over to the D hall. So D34, and we all know where you're going when you come next week.
He says y'all didn't walk.
It's just up one more floor.
Okay guys, we'll be back.